Get ready for the dictation. 10 seconds, 5 seconds, start.
Speaking on the budget in the Legislative Assembly, an honorable member said, Mr. Speaker, sir, I rise to say a few words on the budget presented by the Finance Minister. As admitted by the Minister himself, this is only an interim budget and therefore does not provide for any new schemes. But I dare say that the budget has been prepared with great care and impartiality to satisfy all parties. First of all, I would like to point out that we should give the greatest importance to water supply and drainage. I would request the government to give more financial aid than at present to all municipalities so that they may be able to execute more quickly water supply and drainage schemes. It is seen from the papers that the government have recently decided to permit all municipalities in the state to take loans for the implementation of water supply and drainage schemes only from the residents of the areas concerned. In view of the present financial stringency and when the money market is shy, it is not possible for the municipalities to raise the loans from local residents who will not come forward with contributions for the loans. So, I would suggest to the government that they should revise their decision and sanction loans at present for the execution of water supply and drainage schemes. Secondly, I would also like to bring to the notice of the government another matter connected with municipal administration, namely the difficulty felt by municipal councils in securing suitable men to run their dispensaries and medical institutions. The scale of pay given for medical employees of municipalities is much lower than that given to the employees in regular government service. As a result, doctors are not willing to work in municipal dispensaries. In view of this, I would request the government to raise the scales of pay of the medical employees of the municipalities so as to bring them on a par with the government scales. At the same time, this revision should also be applied to doctors working in maternity homes and centers. In this connection, I would request the government to give more powers to the chairman of municipal councils as already resolved at the conference of chairman of municipal councils. Thirdly, on this occasion, I would request the government to render all facilities and help for the improvement of agriculture. I would request them to do all that they can for increased production of food and for extension of electricity to all rural parts where there are no facilities for supply of electricity. In this connection, I would request the government to repair all irrigation tanks which are used for irrigation purposes. Fourthly, I would refer to the additional sales tax on tobacco. There are heavy excise duties on tobacco. So, this tax will add to the difficulties of those engaged in the manufacture of tobacco. This is only a cottage industry and thousands of laborers earn their livelihood thereby. I would like to point out that tobacco is consumed mostly by the common man and the labor class. The imposition of this new tax will naturally affect those people who consume tobacco in large quantities. So, in due course, the industry will dwindle and die a natural death. I would therefore warn the government that the very object of the government to realize this extra tax will fail. But I would agree to this levy if the state government make arrangements with the central government to reduce the heavy excise duties by 50% on the manufactured products.